It's pretty interesting. Behind every person in this world who have succeeded in something, there are millions upon millions of stories of them or other people failing. Every failure is a blessing in disguise. So with that being said, why are you guys afraid to fail? Why are you afraid to fail when you're going to be the same person thanking God or thanking whoever you believe in that you were able to succeed because of your failure? If you look back into your own past, look back into your own life. Every time you have thanked yourself for overcoming something, you overcame failures, you overcame roadblocks from mistakes you've made in the past, things that didn't go well. I understand that during that moment in time, it sucked. You didn't want to be in that position, but you appreciated that position because it helped you be the individual you were in your present time. So with that being said, why are you afraid to fail? Some of you are afraid to start the business because you're afraid it's going to fail. Some of you are afraid to elevate in your career because you're afraid to fail or you're afraid to look bad. Some of you are afraid to make investments or do certain things that'll help you or help others around you because you're afraid to fail. It goes into the whole mindset of not starting the craft. We talked about that in many videos. Every failure is a blessing. And sometimes you might not even realize it until you sit there and tell yourself, like, I'm so happy I went through this situation. I'll give a perfect example. Let's say you don't know how to fight, okay? And you're afraid to learn how to fight, to defend yourself. But then one day you're out in public and you get beat up. And then you tell yourself, like, okay, I was embarrassed, I got beat up. Now I'm going to learn how to fight. Now you're in the gym, you go in hard, you hire the trainer, you're putting in that work. Now you could defend yourself. You're somebody who others do not want to mess with. But I guarantee you're going to look back and thank yourself for getting beat up in public. It probably sucked. You're probably embarrassed. You might have been with the girl and things went left because of that. But due to that situation, it was able to push you through, build the courage for you to finally start because you don't want to repeat those mistakes. Because you failed in the past, you were able to succeed in the future. That one example could be used interchangeably in anything you could think of. So whenever you undergo anything, don't be afraid. Every time you hit a roadblock, clap your hands. Because you know class is in session. Honestly, that's how I look at it. I went through so much nonsense in my business last year, just trying to learn how to navigate certain things that freaking sucked, man. I'm telling you. I don't want to sit there and start venting about certain things I went through. However, when I was going through it, it sucked. I was not happy. Me and Nick were not happy. My other partner, Jelani, we were not happy. We're trying to figure out how we can get out of these muddy waters. However, because of those same situations, now I know what to do because of those same adversities. Another thing that's interesting is for people who are currently working. For those who are making decent money or for those who aren't happy with how much money they're making, a lot of you guys continuously complain about your jobs, your coworkers, your managers, the position you have. You don't take the time to do the necessary steps to get a promotion or to get a better paying job. You just continuously complain, but you're at the same position for 10 years. What's stopping you from doing what you're supposed to do to get promoted or from getting a different job in a different company where you would make more? Are you afraid to fail? Are you afraid to draft up your resume? Are you afraid to get referrals? Are you afraid to undergo a bunch of interviews? Are you afraid to compete? Because let me tell you this, if it's a high-paying job, you know you're going to compete with other people. The more money that job's going to give you, the more and more competitive it is for others to get the job. If you want to work at Subway, I think any of us could sit down and work at Subway. No disrespect to people who are making sandwiches. However, if you want to make $130K at this specific company, I guarantee you a lot of people are going to fight tooth and nail for that position. So what's stopping you from doing what you're supposed to do to get there when you're complaining about your current job? It's not going to do anything to continuously complain about it. Are you afraid to fail? Don't be afraid to fail, man. Failure is a blessing. Failure is a sign that you're going to learn something, but it's only a sign when you choose to learn from it. Because once again, you have two options. Option A, you can sit there and learn from your mistakes, bounce back, or option B, you can sit there and fail, start whining, start crying, start saying everyone's against you, start quitting, saying you're not built for this, and then navigate to do something else. That just shows you were really weak. That just shows you weren't really built for what you were doing in the first place. That just shows that you're not cut out for this life or whatever you were trying to accomplish. If you don't want to be that person who fails and stays down, don't complain and don't whine about it. Don't quit. Learn how to be better from it. Learn how to navigate. Learn how to improve. Take notes. Actually decipher the notes internalize it so you genuinely know what to do moving forward if you were brought back with the same issues. Every time I failed, man, I could just look back and smile on my face, honestly. I generally understand, though. At first, it sucks. You don't want to be in that situation. I've definitely had those feelings, too. We're all human. Despite me giving this message to you, I've been in the same scenario where I've dealt with a difficult situation and I just wanted to be good. But then when I tell myself, all right, stop whining, Uche, like, let me pull myself together, I realized, like, okay, I'm learning from this. The information that I'm acquiring is increasing, and because of that, I know how to navigate in my future. That's all I'm here to tell you to do, man. Understand that all your failures are actually blessings, and to not be afraid when you are in front of a failure. That's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, share the video if you think somebody else would love to hear what we have to say. If you also enjoy our content, hey man, we got a lot of videos that we're going to be dropping in the future, and we also have a lot of videos that we already dropped in the past. So just feel free to just binge watch our content. But other than that, it's your boy Uche. I'll see you guys in the next one.